He started by handing out mixtapes at Lancaster High School, and now he's a triple platinum artist with smash hits like Ice Cream Paint Job and Walk That Walk. Daroe Music is back with a fresh new single, Uptown, where he's blending hip-hop, pop, and country, and still repping Dallas as a cultural trailblazer. He's joining us now to talk all about it. Welcome, Daroe. How are you, sir?
I'm fine. I'm feeling good. How are you?
Absolutely. How does it feel to be home and doing well? Yes.
Man, I love home. I love being in Dallas and doing well. You can't ask for anything more, you know, so I prioritize those things, and I'm just happy to be here.
Absolutely. Okay, so you recently ranked on Rolling Stone's 50 best one-hit wonders of the 2000s. I mean, it's clear you had massive success in hip-hop, but what inspired the shift into pop and to country?
So I like to think of myself as an artist that can make anything. You know what I'm saying? I'm actually trying to separate from genres. When you hear Daroe music, you know, it's just like when you think of Beyonce. Beyonce she just makes her music. So me, I started wanting to like just try different things. I kind of came across some music that I like, or I got with a producer, and we doing stuff with live instruments, and he came across some production. He started making some stuff, and I'm like, hey, I ain't never did that before, but I'm willing to try it. And we got in the studio, and I started recording, and it sounded good.
Yes.
So it wasn't necessarily a decision to like get into country or pop,
right,
but it's just me expanding and knowing that I could, you know, rap on anything and make any type of record, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And not putting myself in a box.
That's very smart. Very good decision, by the way.
Yeah.
You know, Dallas has always been a part of your identity. How do you feel your music still represents the city today?
Man, I mean, I put on for the city. Like everything I do, I try and somehow direct it back to Dallas. You know, I've stayed in different places. I done, you know, toured across the world, you know, been around the country, but I try and keep my Dallas Texas identity.
Yes.
So it's really just the sound, the lingo, you know, it's just who I am.
And you have a wonderful relationship with both the Dallas Mavericks and the Cowboys. How did those partnerships come about? And talk about those anthems you created. I mean, this is pretty, I mean, nobody else has done that but you. This is fantastic.
Well, first of all, I grew up a fan to both teams, the Dallas Cowboys. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You see, I got the Cowboy ring.
I know.
But no, I grew up a natural Dallas Cowboy fan, Dallas Mavericks fan, you know, so when I started doing music, it really wasn't hard for me to transition into the mindset to create something that's gonna energize the team and the players and the fan base. But how I got the actual partnerships was kind of naturally over time. It started with the Cowboys. You had some people in the organization that was fans, and they, you know, I think for years they was doing like certain kind of anthems, certain type of things, and they wanted to do something different.
Yes.
So somebody in the organization basically was just like, we should get Daroe to do an anthem, and I kind of came in, once I got a whiff of that, you know what I'm saying, I came in, I made a track already. Once I knew that that's what they were looking for, I went in, they loved it, and we kind of built from there.
You've been sampled, and people are always giving a shout out to you as an artist. How does it feel to see your music influencing a new generation?
Oh man, that's probably my favorite part. Like, I always knew and loved about music that it's timeless. If you make that, if you make good music, it's timeless. And I remember when I first started rapping, I would go sample or get somebody to sample older songs and stuff like that. We would mix it up. And I just did it for the love of it. And that's kind of, you know what I'm saying, what I did. But now to hear like new artists sampling my music, I'm flattered by it because it just means that my music stood the test of time. So,
you're going to perform your latest single, Uptown, for us today. But before we get to that, tell us, how do we find you online and on social media?
So, DaroeMusic.com.
So are you ready to take us uptown?
All right, let's do it.
Let's do it.
For sure.
Okay.